How to make $500 using $1,000 a week. Okay. You do that with credit spreads on, you can use SPX or XSP. I like XSP because it gives us smaller sets of contracts. The spread is smaller. So you can do one contract for $100, two for $200, three for $300, so on and so forth. You can do 7 for $700. It doesn't have to be in $500 increments. If you're doing it on SPX, you're going to be making your moves in $500 increments. So if the trade goes well, you collect your money. Good job, good job. If the trade does not go well, then your max loss could potentially be hit, and each hit of that is $500 versus the 100 that's on XSP. Many of you may be maybe beginners. I'm not, definitely not saying who's got what level of knowledge, but if your level of knowledge is at beginner or at starter amateur level, let's start with something that's realistic. Yes, we want to get to big money, but we also want to do it in a realistic way. This is a good example of how you would manage XSP. Now, we do two things with XSP in the morning. If you're looking to make $100 a day, what you need to do, if you've got $1,000, let's see, how would we use $1,000? We're going to do 10 contracts of one spread. If you're trying to make $100 today, how much do you need to get in premiums for each of those? $1,000 is going to be 10 contracts of one spread each. And if you need to get $100, you need $10 from each contract. Now, what you need to understand is, as a seller, you're going to collect a premium as a seller. And that's for that particular contract. When you sell, you get the premium that you accept, and that's what you get. There is no, I'm going to make more per profit depending on what's happening. That's not how selling works. With selling, if you sell a contract for $10, that's all you're making on it is $10. If you sell it for $15, that's all you're making on it is $15. Right? When you sell it, you're saying, I'm fine with this amount of money. This is what I'm going to get on money. So you just need to pull in $10 from each contract to make $100 that day. And XSP expires every day. So 10 contracts, you could do them all at any point in the day. You can do your 10 contracts. You can do five in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. You can do them however you choose, but you want to pull in at least $10, maybe $11, some change, because you need to be able to pay fees. And for a spread, for think or swim, you're going to pay $1.30 in fees. So build that in to your profit taking. But you want to do contracts, at least 10 contracts, right? That's going to use $1,000. How the collateral works. 10 contracts at a one spread. A one spread is going to require $100 of collateral minus whatever you take in premiums. That's how that works. I always just go with the flat spread. I don't figure in the premium and the collateral piece because it's just easier for people to understand. If it's a one spread, the broker's going to take $100 of collateral. A 2 spread, the broker's taking $200 of collateral. 5 spread, broker takes $500 of collateral. That's just the way that works. Okay. So 10 contracts, 1 spread each. That's $1,000 of collateral that will be required. You should take in at least $10 in premiums. Okay. Let's go to the option chain now. Use our probability OTM. There's a couple ways you can decide that you want to enter. XSP is the mini of SPX. When it started to break to the downside, then my community put in a call credit spread above here. We put a call credit spread, believing that price would continue to go down and to stay down, or at least stay below our strike. Because really, as a seller, you just need it to stay below your strike. You don't need it to, all this moving is great, but we didn't need this. You just need it to stay below your strike. And then you keep your money. That's how the premiums work for sellers. The thought process works a little bit different. So if you're comfortable with selling concepts, then that's what it is. If you're not comfortable with selling concepts, then that's why you need to, watch a credit spread video so you can get a good understanding of how does the money work on credit spread. Call credit spread price has been going down. It's kind of looking like it's hitting a support area, like it's kind of to come into a stop here. So you can keep that in mind. We still got like an hour and a half of the market to be open. So let's look at both sides, call credit spread and put credit spread side. Remember, we've done the probability out of the money. We've looked at that column. Probability out of the money on the call credit spread side. Let's look there first because that's where price has been going down. Looks like 457 is 67%. That's a little low. I'd like to be at least 75%, if not higher. So that says 458 may be a better place for your sale leg. 458, right? So let's look. I'm going to switch over to vertical. We're going to look at what 458 has to offer us. 458, 459 is going to pay $7 right now. Remember, you need to get 10, and you can get 10 on two sides. Doesn't have to be one side. You need to get 10. So 458, 459. I changed the $7 to $8 so I can get an extra dollar there. I put the limit in so that way, if it gets up to 8, I can take in a little bit more money, right? So I'm changing it to 8. 458, 459 is the call credit spread. And then let's go look at the put credit spread side. Put credit spread. We're looking here, probability out of the money, because as a seller, you want to be out of the money at expiration. As a seller, you want to be out of the money at expiration. My $8 picked up already. As a seller, you want to be out of the money at expiration. You don't want to be in the money. Buyers want to be in the money. Sellers want to be out of the money. Out of the money. Sellers want to be out of the money. Sellers want to be out of the money. So, hey, if you want to elevate your learning of credit spreads, I do have a training resource for vertical credit spreads. I'll put the link down in the description and you can grab that and be able to go a lot deeper into credit spreads and how they are going to help you to generate nice, consistent profits. All right, check the link in the description. So let's look probability OTM, probability out of the money. On the put side, looks like 455 is at 76%. Remember, price has been going down a good bit of the day. So you might want to get a little more cushion. It looks like, it kind of hit a support area, but I'd like to be at least 75%. So 454 is what I see as the 86% out of the money. So let's go with that under here on the put credit spread side, switching over to vertical. 453, 454 is a strike we're looking at. Looks like it is paying $6. Oh, paying $8. So if I collect $8 on this side, and I collected $8 on the call credit spread side, I collected $8 on the put credit spread side and $8 on the call credit spread side. I've collected $16. We only needed 10. We needed 10, right? I only put in for one contract because I really want, if you start to try this, I want you to try it small and try it in your sim. Okay. I want you to go live when you're ready, but I don't want you to go live right off rip unless you're ready. You don't need to play. No need to play games with it. There's no need to play games with it because we're talking about your real money. Practice in paper trading. Get yourself comfortable. Get yourself where you're okay with your confidence is up, and then go ahead and start placing live trades. I never would suggest anybody just jump all in live unless you've been doing spreads for a while. If you've been doing spreads for a while and you just looking for a strategy that's repeatable, and this one is, by the way, this one is a rinse and repeat every single day, right? You're picking probability out of the money 75, 80%, which means you're going to win 75 or 80% of the time. Nobody's going to win all the time. You can pick probability out of the money on you can pick higher percentages. Like you can get up to 96 and 97, but if you pick these numbers, there is no premiums there. When you flip over to vertical, there'll be like $1 and $2. And we're not trading for $1 or $2 because you got to pay fees. You want to we're trading for money. We're not trading just to be trading, right? So if you really need If you really need 90% success and higher, then we need to find another strategy for you. 75 is a good place. 80 is a good place. Those are good places to find your strikes. So I was saying, how can you make $500 a week with this? What do you think you can do? Well, you do your $1,000 each day, $1,000 to use, 10 contracts, one spread each. It, like for today, we just did $16. If you were doing $16 for contracts and you did 10 of them, that's $160 today. All you got to do now is ride till 4 o'clock. You ride out till 4 o'clock. You make your 160. The broker gives you that money right away. When you're a seller, the broker pays you immediately. They gave you the 16 times 10, which would be $160 minus your fees. Don't forget, you got to take your fees away because the broker wants their money too. And then you just wait, let it expire. The plan is that it will expire worthless at 4 o'clock. If you've got a day like today, where the price has been going down for a good bit of the day, it may be wiser to just do a call credit spread first, let some more time pass, and wait till you get closer to expiration to look at the put credit spread side. We don't need to get in front of a moving train, right? I went ahead and did both sides just because I wanted to be able to display the example to you. But you're going to use your own trading skill that says if price has been going down all day or majority of the day, then you do one side first and you give it some time till you get closer to expiration. Maybe you wait till 3:15, 3:30. You wait until you get into a time where you can clearly see the bounce. You want to wait till you can see a clear support formed, and then you enter the other side. The whole point, remember, we're trying to get $10. We're trying to just clear $10 a day as far as 10 contracts, and that's $100 each day for you. That's $100 each day. You put up your 1,000, that's $100 each day. I told you how you can make $500 a week using just $1,000. You can put your trades on, collect your money, let the stock price just go. At the end of the day, if the market owes you or you keep your money, you keep it. If you don't keep your money, they take it away. There's no stock to worry about. There's no shares to be concerned about, no assignments and exercisings, all that stuff, because XSP is cash settled.